passed it really well, came out the traps quickly, and I thought for most of the first half, probably the first 40 minutes of the first half, they had a wee spell just before the whistle went, but I thought we were good the first half. The second half we had a different type of game. We had to sit in our shape. We knew Livingston were at home, the league leaders are a good side, so we knew they were going to come at us. In the last 20 minutes they did that, and that's when you're asking your back four, your two centre backs and your goalkeeper to stand up away from home, and the lads to a man did that. I thought they were magnificent. The shape was great, and Livingston found it hard to break us down.
A few tired legs at the end of that game.
Definitely. But that's, I keep saying this, away from home. We need to do that. The way we play away from home is slightly different to the way we'll play at home. Particularly under myself. I just think coming away from home in this league it's difficult. There's no easy games, and you've got to be organised. And that's 3 clean sheets now, 2 away from home. So I've got to be delighted with that.
To ask you that, Stevie, big game for you next Saturday. That's Stranraer off the bottom tonight. The way results have went elsewhere. Big game at home Peterhead next Saturday.
Oh, they are. But I mean, I've said this for the last 2 weeks. We've still got a third of this season to go. There's 12 games left. So we're off the bottom of the league, and we're just small steps, and we don't get carried away. We wouldn't get too despondent if the result had went against us today. But certainly, we don't get carried away ourselves. We've taken a small step today and come off the bottom of the league, and we look forward to next week's game against Peterhead at home.
And Cameron Belford, full of a few saves towards the end.
Magnificent. Cammy and 2 centre backs. The last 20 minutes, as I say, playing the league leaders away from home in their own patch. They're always at 0-0, you're always going to come and have a go, and a real go and throw centre halves in the box and put long throws in your box, and that's when you're looking for your 2 centre backs and your goalkeeper to stand up and help their calm, and I thought they did that today.
And you kind of hinted that you're going to do things a wee bit different away from home, so Peterhead at home next Saturday, you go for the jugular on that one.
Well, listen, I think we showed that last week in terms of the way we played last week at Stair Park, in terms of beating a good Albion Rovers side. Well, we didn't play the way we played today against Albion Rovers. We're a bit more expansive in our play going forward defensively. But defensively, you've got to come here and be organised, and we did that today. And we had to do it today to ensure we picked up a valuable point.
It also helps as well when confidence is growing with the team as well. It's not been loaned at the start of the season since you come in. You've gained confidence every single week, and we're looking forward to every game.
The momentum's everything, and coming in and picking up the first result of East Fife, then you bounce into the Albion Rovers, and then they were bouncing up here to Livingston today. So that's 3 unbeaten, 3 clean sheets. I keep saying that, but it's so important for where we've came from and where we've been at the bottom of the league. When you're picking up 3 clean sheets in a row as the side at the bottom of the league, then there's only one way you're going to go, and that's up the way. So delighted.
Obviously, 2 chances at the end. Could have maybe won it, but their goalkeeper was in outstanding form.
Yeah, I think you see the pitch is really difficult for us to play, and I think conditions were difficult, but still think we didn't have to win the game. I think we've had 4 or 5 good chances, and I think Stranraer pinned in the whole second half. So, but they defended well, they kept a few good saves, and also spoke to Declan. He said his header was over the line with about 2 yards, then he's clawed it back out. So, from that perspective, a wee bit harsh, but I think nobody would have denied it if we'd have picked up all 3 points. But credit to Stranraer, they're organised and they've had 3 clean sheets, but I just think we've got to do better.
Exactly. The weather and the pitch, it was tough to kind of play football, really.
Yeah, of course it was. I thought we tried, we moved when it warm up, obviously the pitch is getting heavier and you can see it, but fair credit to a young team playing against an experienced side. And I just said to them before the game, we need to make sure we become men of it. Put your body in, defend. You're going to get a lot of knocks and bruises, and some decisions the referee with Danny baffles me sometimes. I mean, he gets kicked from pillar to post and he does one half tackle and gets booked. So I thought him and Bucks played really well. Difficult conditions, they were feeding off scraps, but the 2 of them linked up great, and I thought they were going to score today, and also Sean Burns hit the bar. So we've had 5 or 6 decent chances to win it, but not getting beat was the main thing. I think that was a massive factor in the conditions, and I was delighted with the way they played.
Also as well, playing against a team that are fighting for survival. I mean, you know yourself, playing every team this league, every game's difficult, yeah. But you were really dogged today and really kind of stopped you from the play at times.
Yeah, well, I think the conditions done that. I think the pitch isn't a perfect position. Not blaming the pitch, but the style of football we play is fast and tiny, so it was a wee bit of us changing the day. But I thought the players done really well. I thought they put their head in. I thought Craig Howell get it back, Declan and Alan Lithgow dealt with everything that came their way. And it says fair play to Stranraer, they played 2, 3, something did 4 up front, and probably the pitch helped them. And another day I say, fair play to them. They've done really well, and they'll take points off a lot of teams this between now and the end of the season. So just delighted we're still. There's another game ticked off, and we've gained a point. We've not lost anything.
Airdrie game was off obviously, but you know, had the chance to maybe extend to do the get in next week, so it's a big game coming on.
They're all big games, every one of them. I think people say the same about Alloa. I was disappointed. I thought we dropped 2 points there, and as I say, we go to Airdrie next week, and it's going to be another massive game. But as I say, we've got 3 games next week, so I've got a big squad and I can change up. So that's what I'll be doing between the Airdrie, Albion, and the Sterny game. So we just need to make sure that we stay focused, and as I say, the main thing today was the team defended great, and I don't think even Stranraer had many opportunities in the game, apart from one maybe free kick, and we even defended well. So I'm happy with a point, but I'd have been happy with 3, as I say, in the last week. But as I say, we go in and we're still unbeaten 2017, so that was the main thing to keep going.
Excellent.
Yeah, I think overall it's a good result for a great point on the road, way to the league leaders. The last 2 games we've managed to keep 2 clean sheets, and we're going away today with another clean sheet, which a lot of teams don't do throughout the season. And it's a good point for us, and it keeps the momentum now.
The talking about clean sheet, you played a significant part in that. Obviously, you were very busy throughout the game, but particularly that last period of the game.
Yeah, which is expected. As I say, you come away to the league leaders, and I think first half we probably dominated. I think we dominated possession, and then you expect a little bit. I think every team has a spell in a game where they're going to dominate, and we defended really well as a team, as a unit, and we come through with a very good clean sheet and a good point on the road.
What's been different the last 3 games? I know really obvious, but change at the top, but what's been different about the club? Because obviously things have changed dramatically on the pitch.
Well, I think it's just been, a clean slate for a lot of the lads. I think the lads must have, as the gaffer said before the game, ability doesn't ever leave you. You've got ability from being a kid. It's just that mindset, and I think the mindset must have changed. And now the new gaffer's come in. It's a fresh start for everyone, and everyone's took the information on board that he's trying to relay to the boys, and it's working at the moment. And we'll just keep going game by game, and hopefully it can continue.
What about yourself? Your own game out there, as I said a minute ago, very busy at the end. Just some quite dramatic saves.
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, that's my job. That's what I get paid to do. So I'm not going to over elaborate too much. I think that's I'm playing my part in what's been a good team performance. I thought the 2 lads in front of me, the 2 centre halves, were superb today. And I think we defended as a whole as a team. We worked on a bit in training, the way they were going to play and the way we were going to press as a team. And we did that as a unit, and we all worked together to get the result we did today.
Declan Gallagher was. His effort was over the line.
No chance. I'm gonna, even if it was over the line, I'd say no anyway. So, no. I think there's a few claims, but the lads said in there it was never over the line. So it's worth a try, I suppose, from them.
I've seen your manager as well. Speaking confidence on the results. It's maybe earlier on the season you didn't have that. So you get important games coming up again. So you must be looking forward to the coming games.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the gaffer breeds confidence. He's a very confident man, and he's relayed that to the boys, and the boys have took a lot of information on board from him, and then the way he wants us to play, the way we have played in the last 3 games have shown that he's put that impetus into us, and and it is working. As I said, long may it continue if we keep doing the right things, going game by game, and we can get out of the situation we're in.
You climbed off the bottom, what you said, bottom.
Yeah,
so you're going in the right direction.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, so we're off second bottom now. We've obviously got a big game next week against Peterhead, and then above us, I think we're maybe 4 points off Peterhead. So it's another massive game for us, and on our patch, and the gaffer really wants to make Stair Park a fortress from now to the end of the season. We've got 12 games left, which is probably just under a third of the season still to go. So there's still a lot of points to play for, and we are going in the right direction.
Excellent.
Cheers, Cameron.
Thanks, guys. Take care.